All right. Got some food. Yo, what's up, Anna? I'm gonna be eating real quick before we get moving. Yo, what's up, Emil? Shinsaki, welcome out. Any of you have any exciting plans this weekend? Anything going on? Yo, what's up, Sophie? Sophie, thank you again for helping today. Metalos, welcome out. Michael, what's up? Right, so I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna farm some wyvern or AP or something. It is double AP day, correct? I think we farmed double AP today. Also gonna put one in. Oh, I'm choking. Oh god. This is kind of spicy. Okay. See what Hoochie has. Nothing. Okay, let me get this going, then I'll catch up with chat. So let me go in. What do we have left for this? Anything? Or did I do it all? We did it all. Nice. Okay, so I'm just going to be farming unrecorded history. So let me get that going. That's all we're going to probably do for the first little bit of the stream. And then I will be doing something else from there. Figure that part out later. All right, so we want to farm friendship with units. So let me go to my friendship. Find some units that are not friendship 10. We're gonna slap them in. So Edward needs friendship, Shu needs friendship, and Summerbreak Charlotte needs friendship. Okay, and we'll start a 20 run, and we're good to go. Okay, so what is up, everybody? Welcome out. Taking the kiddo to Flying Field to see RC planes. Wait, that sounds awesome. I can't wait to have a kid, kind of. I know there's like annoyances with it, but having a kid has to be like the coolest thing. Getting to like give them cool experiences like that. Weekend plans, easy E7. All right, I see how it is. But welcome in, everybody. What's up, Mash Buttons? Anub, welcome out. First time watching stream? Well, first time streaming while you're watching. We have something in common here. Been following your new player guides, super helpful. Glad to hear that. I think we're going to be able to wrap up the new player guide over the next like 7-day period. So, and then it'll just go into regular. Yo, what's up, Mahia? Is it the best, worst thing to ever happen? Yeah, that's exactly how everyone describes them. It's not double AP yet, if I'm not mistaken. It should be. I am Europe server. So Europe server, I just server reset, so I should be double AP. We'll see at the end of this run. What's the best way to farm Skystones? There's no way to farm Skystones. I'll be making a bunch of little videos going over things like that. If any of you are willing to like the stream too, it'd help out a lot. But I'm going to be going over a bunch of like little videos with like how to farm Skystone. Yeah, it's double AP for me. I'm on Europe server on my main account. So I'm on a like a faster, I get there before global. So that's one thing when you're watching me, you'll always notice that I'm a day ahead, usually. Sure, today's Rune Day. It's Rune Day for everyone on global still, but the days change, or what is being buffed changes depending upon the server you play on. But everyone who just liked the stream, thank you. But yeah, there's no way to farm Skystones. The only thing you can do is get higher arena and spend your stamina every day. Do I plan on updating the guide in the future if they change things? So yes, this guide right now that we are making, that you're all following, it's technically like a sloppy copy. Everything that I'm doing, I think, is still optimal, and but I could have covered more things and made it more streamlined, like gave checklists at the end of each guide, at the beginning of the guide, checklists, like right once you start the video, I could have a checklist of things you need to make sure you completed before you continue to this part of the guide. I need to label the guides as parts, not days, because people are stressing that they need to finish things that day, which is not the case. You can take as long as you want. So I'll just like kind of stress that the first 14 days, the more you do, the better your account's going to be in the long run. But overall, it's not a big deal if you can't like super grind the first 14 days. But there's a lot of little things like that. I'm going to show a comparison to Terranor Guard versus Furious, like the cons or the cons and whatnot for each. I'm going to end up being able to show how to clear the stuff without Assyria earlier in the guide, so I can say here is a team that we will use for Assyria for those of you worried about all the official Epic 7 Discord telling you to take Assyria. There's a bunch of things like that I'm going to do just to make the guide simpler, smoother. I'm going to add pictures. When I'm talking about characters, I'm actually going to edit the videos instead of just a one-take quick explanation for everything. The 2024 new player guide, once I do it, is going to be perfect. But if they change anything on it, then I'll just have to do the guide again. Or if it's a minor change, I'll just like edit that part or something. Chapters in the video, yes. I will be doing all of that. As a returning player, I was trolled into quitting for rolling an ML you have been telling me is top tier. Which ML is it, Mash Buttons? Don't listen to like 90% of the E7 community. They do not know what they're talking about. I have learned that very quickly. Always get a second opinion first from a different area and source. But James Bailey, before I fall behind, it's late for old people like me. Is there a way to get in queue for account work? It's just DMing me. I'm going to be cranking out probably 2 to 3 accounts today because account work has sped up for me a lot with this new update. In terms of queue, you just have to DM me and DM me at the right time. I'll eventually get to a point where I'll ping everyone and make a list from there. But as of right now, I'm just kind of going through people that I've already like committed to. And there's like one account I've already started I got to finish. So account work is kind of clustered right now just because I had so many people come to me and I didn't know when I'd be able to do it. I would not buy anything from Hoochie. The only things worth buying from Hoochie are his boxes, and then you can buy Mystic Metals and Leafs. Leafs are value. Because if you were to refresh Skystones, you get more value out of buying the Leafs from Hoochie. Other than that, everything is pretty poor value. So Mystic Metals... Mystic Metals, Leafs, and the Hoochie boxes. Only thing I suggest. Oh, you're burnt perp in Discord. We talked back in January. I dropped the ball. I saw your DM. I will try to get back to you as fast as possible on that because it just depends on how much. I'm going to kind of test today and see how much I can get done on other people's accounts, but I should be able to get to and maybe get to you by Sunday. Sorry, I'm eating, guys. What should you get from Story Summon after Tamarin? You should go very slowly. If you watch my newest video, I am getting Senya as my second one, but you shouldn't start a second Story Summon. I wouldn't say until within a few weeks of starting and just save bookmarks. You have the characters complete all the content that you need for the beginning, and you're not going to be getting the PvP anyway, so there's no point to rush and get a character. But with that, you are going to be getting a lot of free summons throughout the first couple weeks of playing, and a lot of free tickets and just stuff like that. So you kind of want to wait and see what all you get from that, and just save your bookmarks. So that is the most efficient thing you can do, in my opinion. Like, your Skystones and bookmarks should all be saved from the beginning of the game, unless they're like, if there's ever a character that I think is a must pull for all character or people, even new players, I will let you guys know in a video or in some way. But otherwise, it's best not to really summon at all as a new player. Hu Tao fan, thanks for the follow. Because the more you summon, the more you get into the pattern of summoning, and then you're going to screw yourself over and not build the foundation of your account first. The foundation of your account is super important. I know you guys want to summon, but if you plan on playing, my guide is for people. Okay, what's the best way to say this? My guide is for people who plan to play Epic 7 for the long term and actually be able to do PvP effectively, versus most of the guides that are out now are just telling you to summon stuff as new players, and you're going to run out of resources before you get your base set up for all PvE content, and you're going to screw yourself. So my guide, I label it as a PvP focused guide, But the thing is, like a hardcore PvP focus guide, but the thing is we're doing all PvE content for the first 30 days. I'm setting you guys up to do all PvE content before we even get into PvP. So I don't see why everyone's freaking out about, oh, it's only for people following for PvP. It's for people following who want to play the game longer than 20 days and not just have it become a hero summoning thing to where you just summon heroes, never build them, never accomplish anything. Do I have a 5-star direct replacement for Momo, Lorena, or Clury? The reason we're building them as 3 stars is because they're going to be on our PvE teams. So you don't really need to replace them. They're 3 stars. They don't take Molagora. And they're going to be useful for PvE forever. So, oh my gosh, I got scratched really bad. My cat must have got me. I don't remember that happening. Pulled a double ML Kyrick in chapter 1 was like RIP reroll your account. What do you mean? Oh no, ML Kyrick used to be bad, but he got buffed. So maybe when they told you, depending on how long ago, he was one of the worst ML5s. Now he is arguably the best, if not top 3. Chapters in the video, I will be doing. I'm actually going to be learning to do that now. All right, I'm a little behind on chat. Just give me a second. Thank you for you guys to start over. Beat chapter 2 on day 2. Holy cow, you're grinding. All right, yeah, I rerolled an account with SSV. Sylvan Sage Vivian sick. Pulled out Arcade today. Congrats, that's huge. He's going to be really good for getting into RTA. Do you think you can put chapters in your character tier list as well? I'm going to make a new tier list. That tier list was for people who had been playing the game for like a week or a couple days. So I was just trying to get that tier list out because everyone kept asking. I pulled Kisei, is she good? I pulled Sid, I pulled this character. So I'm going to be doing a better tier list soon, and I will make chapters, and I'll probably go back and delete that one, but that was just a rushed video just to get people to, I was like, because I didn't want to answer 300 questions a day, is this character good, and I have to explain why. So a lot of the times when I make videos that seem rushed, it's because I can't answer all the questions. I don't want to sit and have a conversation. I can't. It's not that I don't want to, it's that I literally cannot sit and have a conversation with 200 different people about the character they pulled and if they're good. So that is why that video was made and kind of rushed. But I mean, the intel or everything I go over in that video, I still agree with. Is there a better alternative to Bomb Auto Kana for Chapter 4? No. So the reason you're using Bomb Auto Kana is because you want speed buff. Speed buff from Bomb Auto Kana on your entire team is going to be making it to where your characters take extra turns. So if you are beating Chapter 4 Zeo later in the game when you have better gear, then yeah, you can replace. But the thing is, we're beating it basically with all free gear. So we have Mascot Hazel to give us extra damage, which gives us more gear quality. We're using Mercedes just because she is one of the best characters in that fight. We're using Araz to give us more defense and survivability on all our characters. And then we are using Kana for the speed buff. So that way we can kind of have lower quality gear because we're getting so many different buffs between our characters. Zeo is not meant to be beaten in the first... People are beating in 8 days following my guide. Zeo is not meant to be beaten 8 days. But we found like good... so I got that strategy from Samul, but Samul used like in-game super gear for it. So I went back and did it with free gear. That was the difference between mine and his, is I showed you that you can beat it with free gear versus trying to build the stuff that he put in there, because that was not going to happen. He had like 200 effect res on his Hazel. He had all fully reforged stuff. So I tried to make a video that's more relatable for newer players to get some motivation for it. Because if you see that I have a bunch of free gear on, then you know you can do it as well. Epic Artifact Charm? No, the Epic Artifact Charms are nice, but I wouldn't buy that early. You're fine. You'll get a bunch over time. If you could pick 2 ML5 stars to start an account with, what 2 would it be? Conquer Lilius and Meteor Kalric, probably. Those are going to be the 2 best to get into PvP. I just heard my name. Did something happen to your top fan? I just said hi. I was a little behind on chat, but welcome out. I said hi when you said hi earlier. Who's more gear friendly, Senya or Polytos? They're both super easy to gear. I mean, you can use them both on pretty mediocre gear and they'll both just work. So... that's just the nice thing about both of them. Is there a convenient sign up list for account work? I do not. I just have Discord DMs right now. If you are interested in account work, I will try to get to a point by Sunday that I will have a system set up to where I will have a list. You'll be able to see where you are in the queue once you sign up, and then we'll go from there. But I'll make a much better system for it, because I legitimately have probably 200 people waiting, and a bunch of people haven't even asked because they know I'm behind. So there's probably 300 people of account work I need to get through. But once we do the sign up, it'll be first come, first serve. So just be watching for that in my Discord server. If you need a link to my Discord server, I can grab you one. Actually, it's in the description now. If you go to the description of this live stream, I updated that link. It'll work. I'm a returning player. Have almost all PV done. What type of heroes I need to start building for RTA? I will be making a video tonight. I will be making a video tonight over that. So if you're subscribed to my channel, you should get notified of it later. I'll have RTA is going to be the most in-depth part of this guide. So the first part of getting ready for RTA will be out soon. I'm going to record it like right after the stream. And then I'm making 5 banger videos after that are going to be showing you how to gear every character in the game. What's your ed build? I can show all my builds after this if you guys want to see my builds. Once I get a little bit more caught up. I'm still eating, so just bear with me for the first like 10-20 minutes of the stream. Well, I guess we're already 15 minutes in, so never mind. Yeah, and don't forget to like the stream. Any of you guys are willing to like it, it'll help it like get suggested out to more people. What does account work include? Anything but PvP. So if you want anything done in your account, whether it's crafting, regearing, clearing certain PvE content, not Abyss. If I were to do your Abyss for you, I would charge a fortune. So not a fortune, but I would charge a lot because Abyss sucks. But pretty much any PvE content, I will just you'll tell me what you want. I'll tell you how much I would charge to do it, and you just decide from there if you want to do it or not. I managed to get 4 usable pieces of Rage Jet. Should I put it on Sigra or do I continue with Destruction? You can put it on Sigra. It just depends. You can test the damage. Sometimes Destruction set, if your Rage gear rolls bad, your Destruction set will still do more damage. Will Lua be selectable from the Hero Select event? Yes. Is Alencia good for new players? She's not bad because you can buy the injury set from the arena shop. And injury set Alencia is really strong. What makes a character easy or hard to gear? The stats. I mean, certain characters just require... So let's say, here's a good example. A character like Ran. Ran requires speed. Are you in your server? Okay, perfect. Ran requires speed. Okay, guys? So if you want a high speed character, that means when you roll a piece of gear, it has to hit speed every time. Or close to every time. Like, to have a fast character, you need to roll a piece that rolls speed 4 of the 5 rolls to have a character like that be usable, because there are enough people out there that already have those characters already at that speed that if you tried to use them, it won't work right. It won't work effectively. So do I stream account work Bahia? I don't usually, because I have to read chat. So as you see right now, I'm doing nothing and still falling behind. So if I try to stream account work, I get nothing done. So if I were to stream account work, I'd be able to get through like 5 accounts a month versus not streaming it and getting through like 30 to 50. So yeah, I mean, I would stream it if it was not hard to do, but there's just no way I could do it. Account work to pull $100 of pulls on my card. How much for that? $110 for the time to log into your account. But I cannot log into your account and spend money. It is against terms of service. Is Lua a good option then? Do you have 280 speed? That's where you have to decide, guys. You'll see characters that you think are good, right? You have to learn how they are built and decide, can I build that character? And if you cannot build that character, then work on getting them later. That is one thing that is really important for me to stress. Okay, I see your DM. Please, can we get VODs fixed? I have to stay up till 5 a.m. where I live to catch your streams. My VODs are fixed. On YouTube, or are you talking about on Twitch? I'm still working on fixing them on Twitch, but on YouTube, I have fixed it. Okay, so a character like Lua, if you do not have the speed for her right now, it is better to go for a character that is good, that you could more likely build. So there's a thing, we want to look at easier to gear characters. So it's the harder to gear characters are characters that rely heavily on one stat to work. So with characters that rely heavily on one stat to work, it's going to be a character like Milim, it's not always one stat to work. It's going to be sometimes you want all the pieces of gear to roll really well. So that is the difference. If some characters like Senya can work on pieces that don't roll really well. And it's usually like that with HP scaling damage dealers. So like Senya, you can have pieces that roll terribly and she still ends up working really good. Are you going to play RTA on stream? I might play some today. If I do, I might hop on the 30-day challenge account though. So that way it's like more realistic RTA for new players if they decide to come in and watch. But I don't think I'll play RTA on my main because it's not really realistic. You want to have me look at your account? I'm working on it, guys. I'm sorry. You guys, you just try to put into perspective at your job. Imagine being used to having only a couple people come to you a day with things. And now I'm having 100 people plus a day, new people come to me for things. It's impossible for me to keep up with. I wish I could clone myself so I could do more, but I'm only one person. I've got to enjoy my life too. I've been working 12 to 14 hours a day. So coming up soon, I've got to get out of the house. I've got to go play some golf or do something. So I'm doing the best I can as one person. Are there any 6-star characters that you regret investing in? Oh, there's tons. There's always tons of characters. Over time, characters get buffed and new characters come out. So characters just get power crept. It's a gacha game. Old characters are going to get power crept all the time. So like, I don't really regret putting resources into any character because once you get so far, you don't really care anymore. Like the only things that you regret is putting Molagora into characters. But other than that, it doesn't. Can you see Flurry on the new account? I don't have the new account pulled up. Better work on your hat tan. Yeah, I need to, bad. All right, there's a few other questions. I showed him Alcalric. Any other characters you guys want to see while I'm in here? If I don't have the character geared, I can move gear to go build them. Also. But yeah, no, once you get so far in the game, like you don't care about your 6-star. Like your resources are so easy to get. I have 166 stars. Okay, so 166 stars. I have probably some potions sitting. Yeah, I have one potion sitting. And I also have, how do I go to promote? I have, oh wait, I just pulled Commander Pavel. I forgot. I need to lock him. But I also have a billion spirit blooms. I have 2,245. This is 4 6-stars right here. I have 257. I think that's a couple 6-stars. And then I have 22. So I have like 6 6-stars sitting here, and there's nothing left that I want to 6-star. So once you get so far in the game, the thing is you guys don't have to worry about the old units that are power crept. You just have to worry about the modern units that can get power crept. Touch some grass. I want to go touch some grass. Is it worth to build Bloodblade Corinne for a new account? Yeah, I used her on my challenge account, but Bloodblade Corinne could be good. Mine currently is missing gear, but I don't use her on my main account, but for a new account, she's really good. Should charge more then? That is an option, but guys, the whole reason I did account work before was because I wanted to help people. But the problem is now there's too many people to help. So like, yeah, I could charge more so that the people who are willing to pay more get it. But then that's kind of like, that's the problem with capitalism, right? When there's high demand, you can raise the price, but then people who don't have the money get screwed over. I want everyone to be able to enjoy the game. Like, yeah, I would love more money, but I also don't want to like not help people because they can't pay enough. A lot of the time, if someone can't pay in the past, I would try to do their account for cheaper so that they could at least get the help. I usually would make sure that I did everyone else's account first, but that's not an option anymore. But yeah, so whenever you're trying to look at characters that you hear are good, you need to find out how they're built and see if you're going to be able to beat them or build them or not. You beat Zeo second try. Congrats, Exile. That's awesome. It's not because of me. It's partially because of me. Okay. If I miss your question, just replace it. Hey, since today is Spirit Blessing, I've made a pet for it and grind at least 400 greater runes of each element. That should be good. You might need a couple extra fire. So you might need a few extra fires. Other than that, you should be solid. We need to build Curious to clear Abyss 92. I did it without Curious on my other account. I will... Okay, I'm going to work on the account, or the Abyss guides, I promise. That is something that... Like, I have a list of priority of stuff to work on first, and that is at the very top and has been for a while. All right, let's do our summons now that the stream's been going for a while. Let's see what we get. Any ML5s? So to get blooms, just farm unrecorded history, yeah, and you'll just get them later when you're just summoning. Like, that's going to be spirit blooms I get. You just get so many blooms at end game just because every summon you do, you already have all the characters, so they just get transmitted and they're free blooms. Okay, we're doing all single summons. To run unrecorded history of 3 phantasmas to farm stigma. 3 phantasmas don't even exist anymore, do they? Wait, are we getting a character and artifact? No, you're getting both. You get a character, you get an artifact selector in like 3 or 4 days, and you get a character selector in like 11. Can you show Architect Leica? Yeah. Sweet, RB login gave me Fire Cowrick, not Hand Guy. Fire Cowrick's another character that takes really good gear to work. Is there a time limit to complete Moonlight Blessing? No, Moonlight Blessing is around forever. It is a permanent part of the game. And they are going to continue to add more Moonlight Blessings in the future. So in 2 years from now, when a new player starts, they will be able to get like 4 ML5s in the first month of playing. And all of them are going to be good ML5s too. So it's pretty crazy. The Epic 7 is making a very good barrier to entry for their game. I kept 3 doggos for Arby to walk for old time's sake. Yeah, I don't think that helps at all. Great content. Your videos helped a lot. Glad to hear that, Chrono Switch. You can't promote Phantasmas anymore, I don't think. I mean, you can promote them, but you can't use them to promote anything. Did I not get a single spark? What kind of team does Green Leica run with? Super fast teams for PvP. I can't even use Green Leica. I have her on one of my... So I have a global account I play sometimes, but I don't have her on this account geared. I never even tried because I knew I couldn't do what needed to be done. Okay, that was terrible luck. That's sad. We got nothing. So I am going to be summoning Brieg next week. How many summons do I need? I'm going to do 3 more summons so we can do a Moonlight summon though. But then I got to save all the rest of my summons for Brieg next week. Oop, there's a 5-star. See? Who would be? I've pulled a lot of Teus recently. I think it's like my 3rd one in a month. I don't know why I keep getting them. Okay. Tehu. I'm sick of pulling him though, because I never am going to use that character. 144 of us, and you're only 48 likes. I mean, yeah, if anyone's willing to like the stream, it does help, but you obviously don't have to. So I pulled Zeo. Do you recommend getting him imprint or buying bookmarks? Keep buying bookmarks. So here's the thing. If you pull one of the boss characters, who are your favorite units? My favorite character in the game, design-wise, is Firelitica. Like, this character design, so good. Alright, but let me do real quick. If you guys are pulling the boss units, like Zeo, the boss units for each chapter are special ML5s that you get their imprints by doing, you trade Transcendence for them. As you see, I am a very in-game player, and I don't bother. Especially with Zeo, it's effectiveness, so I don't care. But as a new player, you should definitely value gameplay-wise. Right now is Last Piece Corinne. Gameplay-wise is this character. If I would say as a new player, you should value doing more summons versus trying to make one character too strong. Because having a couple imprints isn't going to make or break. But yeah, LPK. Here's my LPK music. How was someone who wants a coward contacted you? You DM me on Discord. Okay. I just got DM'd by my only current moderator in my Discord. Sorry. I have 280 speed gear. Who should I put on, Lua or Angel of Light? Lua. Lua has higher base speed than Angel of Light, I believe. What's Angel of Light's base speed? 112. So that gear set is going to go faster on Lua. But Lua, the problem is, if you don't have Guiding Light, it makes her really hard to use if you're not super speed. Because if they can test you at all with certain characters, then you're just screwed. Can't decide between Polytus or Abigail for a 3-5 star. I wouldn't go for Abigail. I would wait until an Abigail banner. Okay, so any of you that are wanting to pull Abigail, her personal artifact is one of the, if not the best warrior artifact in the game. I think it'd probably be considered the best warrior artifact. So if you look at Abigail, like she's pretty solid for a new player, but I would not get her from the free ticket because her artifact is really good. If I can figure out how to get to artifact journal, I just messed that up really bad. How do I get to Cena out of story summon? Second, I need to wait 4 weeks to clear 4 side stories. Yep, story summon takes a while after your first story summon. So you have to, it's not 4 weeks. I think you have to wait like, how long do you have to wait for story summon? You get 1 per every other week. Abigail has a story now, but you cannot summon on her. So if you try to go to Abigail's story, I learned this today, you cannot summon on Abigail. So if you do her, you cannot select her for the story summon banner for like another 86 days because she's so new. So there is no way to do that. I'm missing a whole artifact? What artifact is this? Oh, it's Aiden's artifact. I was about to say, I shouldn't be missing any artifacts. Besides like the event ones that I was too lazy to do. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a 5-star artifact warrior. Taking forever to show this one little thing. So Golden Rose, this is Abigail's artifact. This is amazing on everything. Should I be looking to build Charon as a new player? Charon isn't bad to build as a new player. He can be used in a lot of PvE stuff too. Who's your least favorite character? I don't know. I don't hate a lot of the things. Like, I hate play styles. There are certain play styles I really hate, which makes me dislike certain characters more. Like, I don't like cleave. I do or have cleaved in the past, but whenever you originally quit cleaving, you realize how dumb cleave is and shouldn't exist in the game. Winning in 1 turn is really bad for a video game, making it to where the other person can't even play and like, or doesn't even get to click buttons. So like whenever someone cleaves you, you pick characters like Aiden to anti-cleave. So cleaving is terrible for a game because you just sit there and see if your characters win. It's really boring for one side. It's a really bad game design is having cleave in a video game, in my opinion. But so like there's certain cleave characters I think are dumb, but otherwise going through this, I mean, I don't mind any of the characters. I guess the characters I don't have built would be the ones that I dislike more. I don't know. There's really none. Balance design, I guess design-wise, probably my least favorite. The easy answer. I think that's my easiest answer to that. If I have Abigail, should I build her? So you can, yes, she is nice. I'm a dirty cleaver. It's all I know how to play. Yeah. Like I used to cleave too, but once you stop cleaving and realize how, and like try to fight cleavers, you realize how cringy it is playing the game. When is buff event? It's going on right now, derp. It's currently AP buff for Europe server and Asia server, and it's still rune buff for global. Why I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh is like that type too. Suzu 10k. 10k is enough to only do a couple characters. So you guys think 10k AP is a lot? It's enough to do a couple characters. That's it. I can get like 5 characters done with that, maybe. Maybe. You all will start seeing why I told you to farm in the guide series unrecorded history as much as you possibly can during the first little bit. Should I? Oh, I already read that. Damn, you got 3 more speed than I do. On who? LPK? I can make my LPK faster, but I do not. Are you on pen set as well? You pulled Abigail through the element summon. Abigail, I wouldn't worry about building her. Guys, I wouldn't worry about building characters outside of the guide characters I've suggested yet. Or if I've talked about if they're worth building and where to use them. But I wouldn't rush to build any character until you know what you're doing with that character. There's no reason to 6-star a character and then not touch him. What does account work normally consist of? Whatever you want. If you want me to re-gear, you want me to craft for you, you want me to rearrange your inventory and get rid of your bad gear, like inventory cleanup. So our point of building Ruel when Destiny exists, Ruel is still a solid character, but she's just outclassed by other revivers. So you could still use Ruel, but she just isn't commonly picked because there's just better picks right now. That's the issue. But yeah, I'll show my Architect Leica, sorry. I'll show her right now. Pull 2 of our Artie, but no Abigail when Banner was around. Couldn't hit pity. Never summon on it. I mean, you're an old player, Slyzor, but never summon on a Banner when you can't pity the character. Well, I guess in her case, it wasn't too bad because if you did get Golden Roses, it was good. But yeah, normally never do that. But you know better. You knew the gamble you were taking. New player here. I'm on day 5 and I still don't have Crozet. Would it be okay? Yes, use a Momo. We're going to be using a Momo for some raid content. So you go ahead and get a Momo together. It's just she won't be your permanent Wyvern front tank. You're going to want to switch her out. And there's a couple options you can switch her out for later. Enot or Enot? Enot's pretty terrible. I agree. Enot's pretty gross. Okay, what were you want to see? Architect Leica? Yo, Infi, hey, load the vids. I feel like I've entered the mid-game gear grind because of Endless Wyvern. Is this basically the routine of stage from your experience? Yeah, that's gonna be it. So once you get through all the basic PvE content, all Epic 7 really is so this is why I hate the idea that people are telling everyone to summon on characters as a new player. Like, oh, there's a collab limited character, you need to summon on it. No, you don't. It's gonna come back. But the thing is, if you're summoning on characters and you can't do the base content of the game, then there's nothing to do, because once you clear the base content of the game, the only thing left is PvP. And if you don't have your characters geared up and ready for PvP, there's no reason to play Epic 7 unless you just want to summon characters. There is nothing to do. Like, so let's go through our monthly checklist of what to do. You have to do Automaton Tower 2 times a month. So Automaton Tower is like a total of, once you're in game, it'll take you maybe an hour each, so 2 hours of content there. Once you clear all of Abyss, there's nothing left to do with Abyss. Oh, we're building Lorena, by the way. We need to get Lorena geared up because we're going to use her in these challenge mode floors. A lot of them. So that's why we're doing Lorena. So next up, you have your Labyrinth. So we'll be doing Hell Raid. You do Hell Raid or Nightmare Hell Raid 1 time a month. That takes a while and it's super annoying, and I don't even do it myself because it sucks. I'd rather just farm and get gear than go through this nonsense, and it just takes too much time. I never do it. I will show you guys how to do it, but I don't bother doing it because it sucks. The nice thing is, once you're an in-game player and farming gear properly, you don't have to play all the modes in the game. You can just get your gear through farming. It is good to take advantage of everything in the game, but you will become a lazy in-game player. Don't worry. Some of you, at least. Wouldn't it be better to put 3 stars like Movie, Turn, or Garden, Grace, or Growth, since they would take more resources? Guys, all right, people keep saying that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about using your potion or Grace of Growth on another character. The thing is, Grace of Growth is there for trying characters in PvP. So you aren't going to leave whatever character in Grace of Growth early game, because the Grace of Growth, you're going to be withdrawing it every 3 days. You can put a new character in, build them up, and try them in PvP. You can go take them to RTA right away and see how they play, see if you like them. The whole point of this is to try out characters for PvP. It's not there for clearing PvE content. You just utilize it as a new player to clear PvE content. No effectiveness on Alika? No, you soul burner. She's on book, so you just soul burner. So I made 42k Sigma. Can I go ahead and 6-star another character? I already have a 6-star Free Spirit. Yeah, so your first 6-star is going to be Crozet, Free Spirit Teria, Spectre Tenebria, Adventure Raz, Falconer Clary, Shu, once you get Shu. Those are some of the first characters to start. Is AOL Angelica good? Yes, she is, but all right, so here's the thing. Angel of Light Angelica is so good that I don't have her geared because I ban her. So whenever you ban a character in RTA, like that's one of your pre-bans, you don't need to worry about building them because you're never going to play them because they're banned. You can't pick them and your opponent can't pick you. So I permanently have this character banned, meaning I never have gear on it. Occasionally when I re-gear my account, she'll have gear for a while and then I end up stealing it again. But she is insane. Any thoughts on Melshu? I have not seen her skill kit yet. I haven't looked at the leaks. But from what I hear, she looks pretty promising. But yeah, so with that, putting 3 stars in Grace of Growth, the difference isn't that big because you're going to be switching them out later anyway. So it's better just to gear those 3 stars that you're going to be using, because all the 3 stars I'm having you build right now going through the guide are going to be used forever. In terms of using a potion on a 3-star character, the difference is like 220 runs of this. So if you want to use a potion on a 3-star character, you save 160 stamina. How long have I been playing? Since release, basically. What are some of the best MO5s a new player could pull? Low gear requirement? All right, some of these questions are so hard to do. But if you're talking about versus putting Sigrid in there, the reason we're putting Sigrid in for Grace of Growth early, Shen, is because Sigrid is a 5-star character and her things take a lot more resources to skill up. These skill ups take a lot more than skilling up a 3-star character. So the reason we're putting Sigrid in right away is for efficiency and speed, because we want to get the Wyvern part done as fast as possible to start getting the other gear sets. So the reason we do Grace of Growth first for Sigrid is because of overall speed and efficiency on getting things done. Because leveling up her skills takes a lot. Like you can see here. 1, it takes a bunch of Mologoras. 2, it takes Epic Catalyst and regular Catalyst and a lot more. But yeah, that is the reason behind that. The Moonlight 5 question. Yeah, look, I have 3 Teus sitting here. I don't know why I have them. Still sitting. Let's go ahead and... I'm never going to build this character. No, I'm not going to wait for MLTU before I do that. Okay, let's transmit some heroes too. I have a bomb model Kana sitting too. When did I pull these 5-stars? I do not remember pulling them. I'm telling you guys, you get so many summons in Epic 7 without summoning, it's insane. Like just all the free stuff they give you. It is wild. Actually, I'm going to save this Junior Young because I don't think I have a triple S. Not a new player, but I still like watching your new player guides offer. Or do you agree with what I say in them, or do you have any difference? I would say Muller on S2. Yeah, for Rwana, all you need to do is Muller S2. I'm up to day 4 in the account. I don't have a Wyvern tank. Should I use Angelic Mamo? Yes, Angelic Mamo is the best character because we'll use her for other content later. I'm sorry I'm talking so fast. So that's one of the issues when I'm streaming, is I start to feel behind in chat and I start like trying to talk too fast, and it makes it to where I'm sure it's hard to understand me, especially for people who English isn't your first language. So I do apologize on the fast talking. You actually found guide on the second account? All right. Yo, what's up, Toby? Also not a new player, but enjoy your insight. Well, I'm glad to help. But yeah, Rwana S2 is really all you need. You can do her S3. It doesn't hurt, but S2 is the most important for PvE and PvP. What does a red Mologora do? So red Mologoras are equal to 4 Mologoras. They were out. So these are something that are gone from the game. They used to give these out for like big. They were like a big thing. I think they gave 4 Molas. They're equivalent to 4 Molas, but they don't give them out anymore. They haven't given them out for like 2 years. That was one of the things at the beginning of the game. Should I keep I think their plan was to make 5-star characters. The last Mologora they took a red one to make it like to where you couldn't fully level up your 5-star characters without getting these. And they were going to try to like lock it behind a paywall, but they decided against it, which was really good for the game. They did a smart thing by not doing that. Do you think Kazuna AI will come back? No, she hasn't come back yet. She isn't coming back. Okay, who should I take from RGB selector? A couple good choices are going to be Polytus. Lilius is pretty solid. Rwana, if you want to get Asaria for PvE, you can. I don't advise getting Asaria because she's only usable in like one kind of content, whereas we can use characters that we've already got built up to beat that content. Falconer Clary being pretty much the main one. I have a video on that up where I kind of talk about it all. I can't think of it all. It's not in my head right now. If we got an RGB version of ML only unit, which one you'd be interested to see? I mean, there's only 4 of those, so Strays. Like, we have Strays, Bellion, Zeo, and... Strays, Bellion, Zeo? Archdemon? Archdemon already has one, though. So there's only 4 MLs that don't have a counterpart. Because even, like, Solitaria's counterpart is Polytus. So... Or it's Eda, sorry, not Polytus. I'm stupid. Are you going to 6-star plus 15 Lorena? Yes, most likely. You are going to want Lorena for challenge stages. So the challenge stages here, you are going to want Lorena. these, because a lot of them you have to only use 3 stars. I've been too lazy to do all this, but we will do it eventually. Okay, in the latest video, you're going to use Euphine for Expo. Did you mull her? I have not mulled her yet, but the more mullas you put into her, the better she'll perform. So I'm kind of going to wait and see how she is, and then decide how many mullas I need to invest in her. Because Euphine, if you're using Euphine, we're going to be using her for this lab cheese later in the game. So where we can get a ton of right side charms every day. What should you buy from the pop-up shop? The only thing worth buying from the pop-up shop are the Mystic Metals, Leafs, the Hoochie chest, Mystic Metals, and then Leafs if they pop up here. The Leafs are always worth buying. I really like this game so far. It's one of those games where you feel good after you accomplish. Exactly. And the thing is, that feeling you get right now from beating and just progressing, if you end up liking PvP and learning how to play it, that's the feeling you get all the time. Should I keep every 3-star of Triple Deaths? Yeah, you might as well. Keep 1 copy of each character. The thing is, we never know when a character is going to get a specialty change. So it's nice to have them sitting, because what old players used to do is we would get a Triple S character and then just throw them away at some point. But you never know who's going to get a specialty change of the 3-star characters, and a lot of the time they're really good. So can confirm pay pig to get some extra summons in the beginning, but went full free to play and now have every RGB hero 2 years later. Yeah, if you just play the game, you will get every character over time. Not every character. Some MLs will take a while to get, but in terms of RGB, what was that player profile card I just saw? That looked wild. All I saw was butt. I don't have Euphine. Are you gonna use Tristan Wolf strat? Yeah, I guess it's a Tristan Wolf strat. I don't know if I saw it from him or I'm Sue or which content creator, but yeah, it's gonna be that strat. It's been around forever. That strategy's been around for a very long time. SC Cigarette? No, it's only 3 stars. Yeah, profile cards go wild sometimes. We need to get into Hell Raids, Nightmare Raids. You need to finish Malekith's Consciousness first. Malekith's Consciousness gives more consistent gear sets that can be used on characters to get into RTA faster. On release, it was funny. Yeah, there was no, like, people are scared to make crazy ones now, but on release, there were some wild profile cards. Somebody not safe for work cards? Yeah, it was a crazy time. But yeah, we don't want to get into, we're going to get into Hell Raid and stuff by the middle of this month. But for right now, you should be focusing on clearing Malekith's Consciousness fully and getting all the pieces of gear from that. Because the protection set is really good on, say, Rowana to get an RTA. It can help you anti-cleave. Getting the Torrent set is really good on a lot of characters. I put it on my Fire Mercedes. It just gives you more gear that is going to guaranteed be at least usable by doing that. So... But we will get into Hell Raid, but Hell Raid isn't that important. I don't see why everyone thinks Hell Raid's that important. I swear a lot of people that are always talking about, gotta do Hell Raid, they're people that don't know how to craft gear properly, so they don't have the, that's the only good gear they ever get is from Hell Raid. I'll tell you right now, I have almost no Hell Raid pieces, or Raid pieces in general, because Raid sucks. I hate doing Raid. I'm going to show everybody how to do it, but it is not content you have to do in any capacity. You can skip it completely. I don't advise it. It's smart to do it and get the resources, but you don't need to do Raid at all. I mean, you need to do Raid to get the lab tokens, but doing Hell Raid and that stuff, like, if I were to advise anyone who wants to save some brain cells and not super stress about playing the game, like the PV content of this game to a certain extent, my advice is, instead of doing Hell Raid, just do normal Raid every week once you get to endgame and just auto it. Like, instead of going into the Azimanis cycle and just do normal mode instead of nightmare mode. Nightmare mode sucks. I shouldn't have clicked that. That sucks. But I would just do this every week, and just instead of getting one piece a month, get one piece every 2 months. Like, I would advise doing this just to save your sanity, because nightmare mode is just ass. You show your Arbiter Villager build? Yeah. Let me go restart my run real quick and then. But I think that strat is too much for most people. Talk about Euphine. might make people quit if they take it too seriously. That's why I'm not showing the Euphene strat until way later. There's a reason I'm not showing it yet, and I'm not planning on showing it for quite a while. Like, it won't be part of the new player guide series. It'll be something I show in like 3 weeks. Yo, what's up, Bennigan's? Is Moon Bunny Dominion good? Can I see yours? I actually just pulled Moon Bunny Dom. She was one of the ML 4 stars I was missing, and she was actually one of the only characters in the game I was missing for a while, but I recently got her. The pen set is crazy good. That boot I just got? No, it's not. You don't want HP percent main set boots. Trash. Isn't Euphene lab locked behind SS Acades ML Rin? Yes, exactly. That's why I'm not showing it. I'm going to show that it is a thing, but is this your main account? Yeah. Yes, it is. Look how good this rolled, by the way. This piece rolled insane. 106 equipment score. Man, I want to get Conqueror Liz. She just looks so cool, you know? Strong woman on top for real. I mean, her character design's amazing. Does attack set, pen set work for BBK? You don't need pen set. You don't need pen set at all. Her S3 is an AoE, so you don't need pen set. I got this piece from the whale shop too. The Abyss Lifesteal set good in character? Abyss Lifesteal set? The only Abyss Lifesteal set that's good is the final one. So if you look, the final one that you get is pretty solid. Wait, hold on, where is it? Down here. These pieces are pretty solid. I was talking about pen from Raid Shop. Oh yeah, the penetration gear from the Raid penetration set is always nice. Like, so this is the only reason you do Hell Raid anymore, is to get these. As you see, I have one. I've only done one, and it's amazing. I could be getting one of these a month, but I never do it. The thing is, I have like all the characters I want geared. So like, I don't have a reason to spend 3 hours of my life doing Hell Raid. Like or epic Hell Raid. Hell Raid's fine because I can just auto the whole thing, but the hard mode, Nightmare Raid, yeah, my highest gear score item is that neck. Yeah, these are really good. If you're a newer player, you're going to want to put at least like 6 months of the stupid grind in and get a bunch of these. But the thing is, you only need so many pen necklaces. So once you get so many, you don't have to do it anymore. The drops from it are good too. It's a good way to get gear, but I will tell you right now, I personally don't do it. Did everyone do the event on Stove card, leaves, and friendship gifts? I don't know what you're talking about, like, or else. What are you talking about? So is there a reason people only do one run on their expeditions? I got invited to do expedition bosses by my guildmates, and okay, so when you're doing expeditions, guys, don't do your guildmates ones, honestly. Unless your guild is like, you talk to each other all the time, never do your guild ones. You see our guild, they don't even post it. Like, maybe there's one here. Like, we don't post it like this. Like, this person, I don't know why they're bothering. We always do open recruitment. Open recruitment. Hey, it's Takagi. Hopefully my characters are geared. Okay, they look geared enough. What's Landy on? No artifact. I knew there was something fishy going on. All right, take the guiding light back off Elena. We don't really need guiding light for this, but is anything in Hoochie Shop worth buying? Leafs, when you see them, Mystic Metals are technically worth, and then the Hoochie boxes I like to buy. Other than that, nothing. Man came back right before anniversary. The Aiden quests are a slog to get through. Yes, Aiden quests suck. Wait, can I use Terranor Royal Guard and put 75 armor on it? Wait, it's Terranor Royal Guard, the 3-star? I don't suggest using him. He's not as good as other characters, and he has 3-star base stats, meaning that gear doesn't do that much for him. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to manual this. Or I'm supposed to manual this for my first 2 clicks. I goofed. Hopefully we're fine. What's the Euphene strat? You'll have to look up a video for it. It's too much for me to explain. I'm answering too many questions to go on a 20-minute ramble for one question. Not to criticize you, but not doing normal raid is kind of griefing. Oh, it's so free. It's just a time constraint. Think about this, Sabaton. I do this as a job, meaning that I don't want to do anything extra like that. Like, my account's fine the way it is. I can compete at the highest level. So I'm not going to advise you guys not to do it, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't do it, you're fine. I haven't done raid really since the game came out. And look, I mean, I'm able to compete at top PvP without touching raid. So what I'm saying is it's not as big of a deal as people make it out to be. People are like talking about my guides. So like, if you don't do raid, or if you don't get a Sarah, you can't do raid. Raid is optional, but it's good to do. I definitely advise everyone to do it. But live your life too. So if raid comes into play of, if I do hell raid, I have 3 hours less to spend with my friends and family, then don't do hell raid. It's not necessary. I should not be awake right now, Ethan. Well, it looks like you are. Why is ML Ken not meta anymore? He takes too many different stats and just doesn't work. He's an attack scaling character that doesn't take crit chance, but he needs insane bulk. There are too many characters that do too much damage in single hits. So yeah, the Aiden can one-shot him. There's a bunch of characters that don't deal critical hits that can deal with them. There's too many counters to ML Ken now. That is the issue. But in terms of doing these, always do open recruitment. People are only going to use the reason that people only attack expeditions once, because you should only have to attack them once. No one wants to spend 50 stamina to do an expedition. You enter it one time. If you enter your own, it's free. RGB selector guide, I already have one up on who I would suggest picking. It's on my channel. Well, you can auto the hell raid when you have decent gear. The epic hell raid, no, or nightmare mode, you cannot. That is, you manual it. That is the worst content in the game. It is absurdly hard for no reason. Like, the rewards aren't that great. When I get a Momo and still doesn't have Tamish, should I replace Destina with a Momo? You just leave Destina. I mean, it doesn't matter who your healer is in that. Not the nightmare mode. Yeah, hell raids you just auto. That's what I used to do. Is just auto the raids. But I've only done raid. So I've been playing the game for 4 years. I've done maybe 9 months of labyrinth, or of the raids in that 4 years. So, and all the people that do it, normal hell raid is kind of fast because you can jump straight to the boss. Yes, that's why I do it, Benderloin. You can auto the boss, yeah. But Benderloin, how's it been? How are you doing? Attack percent is a need on Lermia, right? No, you do not want attack percent on Lermia. If you have a little bit, it's okay. There are no expeditions up. Wait, do I even have a team for this? I don't think this team is going to work well because my Millim's not on speed set anymore. Is the specific teams you use to do 80 plus Abyss? I use different characters for a few of them. So I will have those videos up soon. Doing Exo right now is so stupid. I just got my 50th done. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now because I want to unlock my Commander Pavel. Farming to 6-star ML Vivian right now. ML Vivian's a super cool character. I have mine on some kind of weird meme build, but... Is my A-Raz not geared? He has 17,000 HP. My A-Raz is missing gear for sure. Is my... I wonder if I'm on miscon file for the artifact for Cerise too. People are hungry for Expos. They appear and disappear in an instant. Yeah, no one's farming Hunt either. It's funny. On Hunt buff day, it'll go crazy. Like, A-Raz still doing work for Expos? Yep. I mean, you can use whoever here, but my A-Raz has 17,000 HP. I think we'll at least... We only need to do like 200k damage, and I'm content with that. Hump Up Day plus Expos will go nuts, yeah. Everyone's going to be wanting to get their Moonlight 5 character. Guys, my Zeo video on YouTube, like how to beat Zeo with free-to-play gear, is going insane. Like, it was doing okay when I first uploaded it, and then like whenever they announced they have to beat Zeo, the video got like 4,000 views in a 1 day period. Like, it just went nuts. Really funny. You pulled Mooey? Nice. There you go. You got some Wyvern now. Okay, so I do manual certain parts of this. Always. Because it's a way to cheese and get the max damage. Bop. It's only one-shots other than your guide? Pretty much, yeah. And one-shots are not feasible for new players. So, your Zeo guide got me through first try. Let's go! I checked out the video and I realized I could one-shot it easy. Yeah, one-shotting it, guys, trust me, so here's the problem. I just did all of this. I just went through and did all of this on another account. Like, I know the struggle of trying to, like, not have guides to do stuff. Because when I did the 30-day challenge account, I didn't plan on doing, like, a full guide series like this. This was not in my plans in any way. But whenever I was going and I was like, the only guide I have to beat Zeo is the Samul guide where he has, like, super in-game gear on all his characters. Like, there's no way to beat this as a new player. Like, trying to do the one-shot route without friends who play the game is just not feasible. So that is a big part of why I wanted to make the guide series, is because there were not guides for a lot of the stuff. Is Kisei good? Yeah, she's decent. I wouldn't say she's like super meta, but she's pretty solid. All right, so it looks like we need to change a few of these characters though. So let me look at Raz. Thank you guys for hanging out with me while I'm doing PvE stuff, because that is all I've really been doing the last few streams. I'm excited to get back into RTA, but for right now, I am just kind of cruising on PvE mode. Okay, I definitely need some more HP % next. I'm just going to give him this. There's 21k. This should be close to enough, I guess. All right, what is my Cerise on? Does she have gear? She does. She's on Confile. Okay, she has 95 effectiveness. She has all she needs. What's my Kisei on? Kisei's got gear, and my Millim's on counter. There's probably better characters I could use, but been farming it today too. How good is the new heroic artifact versus DGJ and stuff like Wyvern? I think what I've heard is it outclasses Daydream Joker. I think it does more damage. I'm not completely sure yet. I think it's going to depend on what you're fighting, but I'm pretty sure it outclasses Daydream Joker in a lot of content, which is insane. Is on a challenge run of using no friends. Yeah, I mean that's what I did for both of mine. I used no friends through the whole thing. Tomorrow hunt buff tomorrow. Well, what is it? What server are you, Bradley? Is there any replacement for bomb model Kana for Zeo 1010? No. The reason we're using bomb model Kana, if you are a new player, if you're an old player, yes. If you're a newer player, the reason we're using bomb model Kana is because she gives speed buff global. So tomorrow for you is AP buff, and then you will have hunt buff on Sunday, and then you'll have all buffs on Monday. But guys, the reason we're using Kana is because she gives speed buff to make our really poor or like low quality free gear work. Every character in that team is very specific. Is Crozet, Sigurd, Mui, Furious if you don't have Terran or Guard? Yes. So, okay, here's the thing with Furious. Those of you guys that are curious on using Furious over Terran or Guard. Furious is actually better for Wyvern than Terran or Guard. Like, I thought I made that clear in my guide, but Furious is a better pick. The problem with Furious is he takes Molagora, okay? He's a 4-star character. He's more investment to get him up and running. Second, it slows down your runs using Furious when doing Wyvern, because your Furious is going to be using his skills. His S2 animation takes a while, and his S3 animation takes a while, whereas Terran or Guard literally just pokes him. So there's a couple reasons why I use Terran or Guard, and it's just the overall speed, and Terran or Guard doubles down is being used in Abyss. You won't use Furious in Abyss ever, but Terran or Guard, there's a lot of reasons I'd suggest him over Crozet, or not Crozet, over Furious, but Furious is great for Wyvern. Furious is literally built for Wyvern. But here's the tricky part. Epic 7 wants you to stay on the game as long as possible. Are you kidding? Did someone really not do any damage? Unbeatable. Nice. Good job, buddy. This is going to have to take someone doing an extra attack, and it's not going to be me. Oh, I hate people that do expeditions and just leave right away. You should not get any rewards. If you do 0 damage, if you don't do at least like 20 or 30k damage, you should get no rewards. I'm a firm believer in that. Hello, Deity. I'm following your beginner guide. I just summoned Ran. Reading his skill looks kind of interesting. Ran is great, but he's a very in-game character. So Ran takes really good speed gear to work effectively. You make my expo teams again? Yeah, my newest video I showed some expo teams you could use for these if you go back to my newest YouTube video. But guys, if anyone is just pulling up to the stream, if anyone's willing to like the stream, it helps it get like sent out to more people. So anyone who's willing to leave a like, it doesn't cost anything or do anything. It's free way to support me. How much speed should CLAs have for RTA? It's up to you. I don't advise trying to, this is why I don't suggest CLAs to new players, is I don't advise using CLAs unless you can go fast. So if you can't go at least like 270, I don't think she's worth using. So if you go like 250, 260, you can put insane bulk on her and put her on like Proof of Valor. At low ranks are no different than high ranks. The only difference is occasionally you'll run into someone who's slow, but in low ranks you'll still, guys, if I showed on my challenge accounts, even though I'm in placements or silver RTA, I'm still fighting 300 speed characters. What about Ahmed? It's just as fast as you can go on each of them. 282 is really slow for an Ahmed. I don't use this character, but it doesn't matter what rank you are in RTA. You're gonna end up fighting people who are just people like me. Look at my RTA rank and arena rank right now. My arena rank is Challenger 3 because I fell out of champion because I didn't do or I didn't change my arena defense and I moved gear off my characters. But like, there are people like me in lower ranks that you are going into fighting. Like, I'm in Masters RTA right now because I haven't played RTA this season. Do you want me to, like, I can go in and probably fight some of you guys that are new players that just reached Masters. So that's the problem with the ranking system. Like, it doesn't matter how fast you are. There's going to be no, unless you're in bronze, the only time this applies is if you just lose every game, every other game you play, and end up in bronze or silver permanently. So like there is no like this speed will work for this thing in this game. It's not how the game works. It's like, oh, you can get away with 250 speed and X. No, you can't. You might win 1 or 2 games, but the average is, it's not hard, or it's hard. It is hard to get into bronze. Is 280 fast enough at champ level RTA? No, not really. But 280. So here's the thing. The reason I say 280 is because when you pick a Ran, okay, if you're going to be cleaving with Ran, you don't want to pick a 280 Ran first. But if you're fighting someone who is picking the middle ground speed characters such as Zahak or Architect Leica, a lot of the times they're around 270 speed. So you can pick a Ran at the end of your draft to contest those kind of characters. And a 280 Ran on good damage is enough to one-shot Architect Leica, or if they try to strays you. There's a reason I say 280, and it's because a lot of characters are built under 270. Watching a villager is so hot. Hold on. My audio just exploded. You start RTA in 6 months, KekW? What do you mean? You start RTA in 6 months. What do you mean start RTA in 6 months? Oh, should you worry about when to start RTA when you're following the guide? I'm on day 10 right now. No, you will start RTA. So if you are on day 18, I am going on day 19. I'm going to be giving you guys the RTA base character things. So I'm going to teach you guys how to build up your core roster for RTA to start learning how to play. So with this core roster, once you know how you're playing the game, you should be able to reach Masters. I will have you set up if your characters are geared similar to mine. Once you get the game knowledge, you can reach Masters. And probably higher. But for the beginning, you will, I can't wait. I want this VOD. I can't wait for it. What, the video? But everyone is saying 6 months from now, if you are really into V7 playing it hardcore, or asking Discord where your core draft should be, I mean, yeah, that works too, but not everyone's in Discord. Yeah, the RTA guide, yeah, that I am really trying to make sure it's done well, because that's the most important in this. But yes, if you have any questions, join the Discord. Our Discord's awesome. The link's in the description of the live stream. But our Discord it's up to like 5,000 people now, and it is, I mean, it is always going. There's never a period of time where the chats are not moving, basically. It's like this Twitch chat on steroids, or YouTube chat on steroids. Your UHAP is absolutely insane. So here, oh wait, how much I total have? 11,000 is not as much as you guys think it is. So you wanna see real quick how much it costs to upgrade a character? What's your advice for a solo player in the current meta? You still need one fast character. have at least one speedy character, but otherwise, Destina and Arrowell are going to be your best friends in this game. Destina and Arrowell. Should you be burning side stones on AP day, even without XP boost? You can. I would buy XP boost, but it depends on your total sky stones and it depends on how much you're going to farm. So here's the thing. If you're planning on using a bunch of resources to farm AP, then yes, buy the booster. But if you're not going to be using a lot to do it, then don't buy the booster. It just, the only time it's worth buying the booster is if you're going to be farming a ton. And I don't have the exact numbers of how many runs it takes to make that worth buying, but you explain the comps that that fit nicely. ML Lish just got her with the blessing. What's her slot on the team and what units? Her slot on the team is you build her as fast as you possibly can. What's the fastest you can build her, Finger? Or Damien? What's the fastest you can build Lish right now? And I'll decide whether this question is worth taking the time to answer right now or if I should answer you later. If you cannot build at least like 260, 270 Celilius, then if you're asking for RTA advice, like 230, you shouldn't have picked Celilius unless you have Hand Guy. Your Celilius at 230 is not going to work very well. That's why I've been trying to push everyone to get Meteor Cowrick. Still doing account work? Yes, Atlas. Atlas, I see your DM. I will get back to you. I promise. Is Ed better on Sigurd or Golden Rose? So Ed is an HP scaling damage dealer, meaning that Sigurd's height does not... It works on him, but you want HP... it doesn't work as well as this. So this is giving us extra damage, and it's giving us survivability. Whereas Sigurd's Scythe is better used on other characters. But, so Damien, you will eventually be able to use Celilius. Don't be super sad about it. But the thing with Celilius is, the way you play her is... Let's go play one RTA game and see if I can even pick her. So I'll show you, I'll just try just for a quick example. See if I decayed again. Did I decay? Our last was 1834. We decayed another 40 points. I have decayed a total of 600 points this season. Nice. So here, I will just try to do a draft real quick to show you. She will get banned. Exactly. That's what I'm hoping, so I can just go show you. Do you have all the ML5s? Basically. I'm missing 2 right now. I'm missing ML Landy and ML Rowana. Okay, so she's first pick. You do this. The fastest I can build my S Aiden is 250-ish. I'm going to try out the Tinky Lifesteal build. So as you see, this is why you want Meteor Cowrick. It's such a good pick into Celilius, and most people first pick Celilius when you're playing RTA. Okay, so then he has Rimuru, and then he has this. So... Hold on, is there any characters you guys want me to try to use? But this is literally just how you play this character. Rylet? Okay, so hold on, give me a couple of characters. I'll try to use them in this RTA draft. Just draft normally? Well, now it's too late. I've already asked. Okay, well, okay. So maybe we'll just draft normally for this one. I haven't played RTA in a while on my main account. I have so many options. Hold on, give me a sec. Hopefully I can think in time. Okay, so Rimuru, a good character against Rimuru is going to be Destina. Let me try to grab some of the characters. Hold on, let's draft as if I'm on a new player account. So I would draft pretty much like this. So this opens him up to be able to belly in me. He's going Jacko. So I'm going to Flitica. Okay, well now it is less of a... People are saying Architect, like, I'll just do this draft. How does this sound? Jacko, I don't know. We're in Masters. Sometimes you... Like, this is what I'm saying. In Masters, you either fight someone who just randomly picks things, or you're going to end up fighting people who are cracked out of their mind. If I ban Hand Guy, do I have to worry about anything, realistically? What's my turn order? If I ban this, can't I just reset Hand Guy? I either reset Hand Guy or kill Hand Guy. How fast do you think this Jacko is? Shouldn't matter. Should be faster. Alright, this looks fine. If you're on the newbie account, Shu would be nice. Yes, so Shu would be amazing right here. You'd pick Shu, ban Rimuru. You'd last pick Shu, ban Rimuru. Wait, did I have first pick? Okay, never mind. He had last pick. Maybe you'd pick Shu, but enter Rimuru. Shu's a little scuffed. So no Celilius. But as you see, that's the Sea Lily's experience, guys. Whereas Hand Guy made it through. Hand Guy's called Hand Guy because look at his hand. Should I soul burn here? I'm tempted to soul burn. I'm not gonna soul burn. I should have soul burned. What's Hand Guy at? 95? I don't know if I have enough combat readiness. But we're gonna go ahead and just kill this. He did cut me. Shit. Yeah, that's why you soul burn. So as you see, that is what we call 15%. We lost the game because we didn't soul burn that. So now we're in a little bit of trouble. What do we do here? Actually, we're not in trouble at all. I'm going to boost my Stenny here just to win the game fast. But yeah, that's RNG for you. So we should have won without anything happening whatsoever. But we're just going to go ahead. This might just one-tap him. Oh my god, wait, he is so tanky. Is my Artec Leica even going to kill the Jacko? Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to kill this. This is kind of bad. He is so tanky. That Charon has to have like 0 damage. Okay, so we kill the Jacko. And then we have Spectre Sneeber to deal with the ML Charon. I guess we just S3 here while he doesn't have what's it called? That is one tanky ML Charon. I have the craziest Spectre Sneeber I've ever seen. Yeah, that thing has... I gotta see that Charon's HP. The thing is that Charon's not taking a turn before I get like 4 more turns. So stun, you have 1 character you can hit here. There you go, good job. He needs a buff. Yes. But this is the Sea Lily's experience. She just gets banned every single game. Hopefully you were able to get a good viewing of how she works in PvP based off that. Ooh, he pushes him up here. All right, let's see it. He's just gonna S1 here. Okay, so now we're in a position where we have to start hitting the arrow well, which is fine. Restrict is from Jacko buff, correct? Yes. Okay, so now Stene just hits Charon again. Politica should be back in S2 in 1 more turn. So Charon is 1 turn away. Oh, it's on counter set? That's bad. Oh, shit. It hit me through blind. Okay, luckily I have no buffs going on right now except the skill null. Okay, so what is Charon's cut is the question. So he runs this over anyway? Yeah, this is a free, it should be a free win. I mean, Charon does kill my Stene though. Okay, so I have enough souls. I should just be able to kill right here. Okay, there we go. And that is the game. But that is the Sea Lily's experience. You first pick her, she gets banned most of the time, and that's how you play her. Respect to this guy, that ML Charon, I don't know if it would have done anything ever. If he would have S3'd, it would have killed my Steny through skill null, but then I just revived. My Destina's not dying there to the rest of the characters, so. I got G Perg. Should I put him in place in my front tank for Wyvern? I wouldn't rush to do that if your Wyvern's already working. Do another one where we pick your units from the new account. Okay, let's do an RTA match, and we'll try to only draft characters that we're doing. What are your Steny stats? All right, let me show Steny real quick, and we'll go in and we'll do like a draft as though we're on the new player account. Okay, so, but yeah, Damien, see, there's a reason why picking Meteor Cowrick is he's just so much better than doing Sea Lilius. But don't be sad you picked Sea Lilius. You can use her, but it's just that's the experience. They either pre-ban her, post-ban her, or they pick 900 counters to her, and it's I don't know, it's a weird way to play the game. Oh, you have both? Oh, then you're chilling. Yeah, sorry, I missed that. Okay, so what are we doing? You want to see my Spectre Tenebria? So here's my Spectre Tenebria. Is 200 speed hand guy good? Hand guy will, can you explain cutting mechanic? So it's CR boosting. So any characters that have CR boost abilities, you can cut in the turn bar at the left. 200 speed, 28k, 75 gness, 100 res. How much defense? Defense is important on him. So even though you have 28k HP, yeah, my Stenny is nuclear. So that's why I was just shocked that the ML Charon didn't take that much damage, because my Spectre Tenebria is insane. She's one of the highest damage spec tennies of like all content creators. She's very squishy, but hits very hard. Paid ML Cowrick before and picked her up in selector. Nice. Okay, you're chilling then, Damien. I didn't want you to feel bad about getting Sea Lilius, because she is super, super strong, but she's that's the experience with using her is what just happened there. And just so you guys know, my win rate is lower because I tried to pick Lethe every game when she came out. Okay, I lost it was 5 games with Lethe, so 5 of my losses were because I picked Lethe every game and lost every game with her. All right, so I should have a higher win rate. I'm in Masters. Let's hear some more. Take some screenshots and let's hear the official Epic 7 Discord. Yeah, Sea Lilius is still good in PvE too. Okay, so the bans I'm going to be having you guys do are going to be Bellion. You're going to want to ban Bellion and ML Andy. And since we have Hand Guy, you can let loose Angel Vite Angelica. So as you see, Sea Lilius is banned. So this is the Sea Lilius experience in RTA. Oh no, this is so bad. All right, so Lua is going to be a character that is very, very annoying and hard to fight. So we're going to try a new tech that I have not got to try yet. Oh my gosh, you guys made me start playing RTA. I'm going to play this all night now. That's why I don't usually play RTA on streams, because I am addicted to it. ML Andy double ban? Yeah, she's the strongest character in the game. Like damage dealers. Isn't that Sanity skin not available? You can buy it from the skin shop for like $50 or something stupid. I always use Bellion with Arrowwell. Well, you wouldn't be using it this game. I have Hand Guys. Should I go for DDR or Sea Lilius from the connection? Okay, well, hopefully some of you guys will get Fire Lilius. Does RTA cost anything? No, you can just play RTA infinitely. That is why I'm trying to get you guys to a point. Ooh, this is bad. The Celine into that is really rough, actually. So okay, hold on. Let me think about how I want to do this. Because we've already got one counter. So Lilius is easily countered is the problem. So what do you want to do? But I think Lilius is fine here. We're just going to lose her. Or we could bring a Reviver. Hold on. Let's go. Okay, I'm still going to draft as though we have a limited character pool. Like, as we're a new player. So let's just go ahead and we'll grab, I guess, Aiden here. This is not smart, actually. No, we wouldn't have drafted like this. Okay, I got excited because the Lilius, I wanted to try her into Lua, but now we're kind of screwing ourselves. Are you going to do a guide for RTA? Yes, that's going to be my next video. So it's going to be RTA guide. So in this spot, I have Soulburn. If he bans the Soulburn, we could be in trouble. But the thing is, I kind of want to use Spirit Eye Celine. Either way, as a new player, you wouldn't be picking Lilius probably. If you did, Destina's still good for the revive because she won't proc twice. We're going to ban Karina probably. In terms of speed, the Lua goes first. We need to pick a character. Like, I guess we just pick Zeo here. Or we can pick LPK. No. LPK might get outspread by Lua. I don't know how fast this Lua is, but I'm going to ban Karina. She's the character that's going to screw us over the hardest. I usually always try to ban 5th pick RTA. But yeah, so Airwell or Marrow here, I don't know. The Lilius throws it off of doing the new player thing. I just wanted to try this into Lua because I haven't got to play RTA since I put the new EE on. So I want to see how this match will go. Because neither of them have Extinct. He bans the Reviver, okay. So we have to make a decision here. We lose... we're gonna lose my Spectre Tenebria and Aiden has to solo. So with Aiden having to solo, we need to silence the Hawk is our only chance to win. This isn't looking very good for us. He is very fast. So let's go ahead and what's Soulburn do? Dispels all also on target? No, we don't need that. Okay, so we hit the Zahak. And then Lua will rip. Okay. Let's see how this works. Celine cuts above though. He sleeps it, but that doesn't matter. He probably is just gonna hit my Aiden here. I have a feeling he'll hit my Aiden. So we provoke it. We cut this procs. Kills my Stene. It doesn't cut in front of me. Okay, good to know. So now we can just S3. He talks a bit about his list. Yeah, if you want like a good... Okay, so he kills a Hawk there, and we resisted, so we can just bop this now, and hopefully we just win for free. The new Lilius EE is so nice. Oh, we didn't kill. Uh-oh. All right, S3 me. S3 me, and I dodge and I win. S3, dodge and I win. He has one win con. Okay, see, this is actually someone who knows what they're doing in RTA. It's a funny thing. He's gonna rip S3 into Aiden, and if he misses, he loses. If he hits, he wins. He should lose now. I don't think this kills me. Okay, no, by counter. Ooh, well, it's still gonna be somewhat close. Let's go ahead and get the Lua off the board. By the way, was your question about the returning rewards answered yet? No, it is not answered yet, sadly. Okay, so I think I can get away with doing it this way. Do I hit? Yeah, I hit LRK. Celine is only going to be able to hit a couple times. Aiden's dead. Grants an extra turn. Yes, please. Okay, Zeo kills. And you know what? Let's take another extra turn. Okay. And then we will take another turn. Okay, we win. Nice. So Lilius cuts 20%, Celine cuts 30%. That's cool to see though. I don't know, sorry, that game. I love RTA, gosh dang it. I haven't played very much, so there's so many things I want to test out. I cannot wait to get the new player guide series done so I can go back to grinding RTA. Because I am like 2 seasons behind now. Nice match, thank you. That was my first try with Fire Lilius though. I haven't got to play her since she got buffed. But Fire Lilius, as you see, very nice. But the problem is you want her on the Mort artifact. So that is one issue. Guessing the Lilius S2, wait, sorry. I'm guessing the Lilius S2 is her best, right? Yes, yeah, you want the cut. You want the cut. So if you look at my Lilius here, I don't even know how she's geared. I just know she has some gear on. Yeah, this is, my Lilius isn't optimal. I think I want to build her 240 speed at least. But the S2 one's the best. Worth building both Liliuses? Yeah, yeah. Fire Lilius is a lot easier to build and use than Sea Lilius, but Sea Lilius would overall be better. Fire Lilius doesn't really work against Aeola, right? She does. Fire Lilius does technically work against Angel of Angelica. Because once she does this, she cleanses, right? So if AOL is faster than her, then she's fine. And the thing is, turn 1, if the AOL is slower than you, you just S1 and just hit it. Do I have all units? Yeah, basically. I'm missing ML Landy and ML Rowana because I wasn't really playing when they got released. I took a break from XM. Do I have Kayron built? Fire Kayron? I don't think so. ML Kayron, I have it built on though. Would Senya have worked to stuff Celine since she has highest attack? Yes, that would have been a good counter pick. So guys, you'll just have to wait until I'm on. You want me to get my challenge account out and we'll play some RTA? Is that what you guys want to watch, is RTA? I get my challenge account out and we can play some from there. But my fire Karen. This is my fire Karen. I don't know. He's just on whatever. Do you recommend summoning Rowana? I do, but wait until the day before her banner leaves. Love watching RTA. Okay. Let me get the account out and ready. It's going to be the challenge account. I have not played this account since it hit the master. Well, I climbed up a little bit more and then it decayed. So who knows where I'm at right now? I'm probably back in masters because it would have decayed multiple weeks. Oops. Not what I wanted to click. Okay, give me 1 sec. Wrong thing. Wrong thing. Okay, hold on. I gotta go and reset my thing up. Properties. Okay, so here is the challenge account. I'm gonna close out my main for now. What's the best units to use unknown slates on? Limited characters are generally the best to use unknown slates on. Yeah, grinding for it. So the best thing to do when farming Stigma is hello Deity. Hello, got an E7 by watching your new player guides. One to ask, is RTA hard to get into? I'm trying to show you guys how we can get into it in a 30-day period. I'm not going to tell you guys you're going to be masters in 30 days. I'm showing you how to get to a point where you can play RTA effectively within 30 days. That is the overall goal of my guide series, is just to get you to a point where you can play RTA. At least play it and start learning, and then from there you kind of will have to like make your own decisions and learn. So this account I don't really log into every day, but that is about all I do. So let's just go and try to play, and the character list will be really similar to what you all have. So I got all the AI gear on this account, but I haven't touched it yet. I haven't upgraded it. So that's literally the same account that was used for the video. So let's go ahead and let me make sure everything's still geared. I don't think I did anything after. Thanks, you guys able to get Golem, Wyvern, and Banshee 13 done in 4 days. That's ridiculous. That is grinding. So this is like an idea of what your Fire Mercedes is going to look like, okay? So this is like what your characters are going to look like whenever you're getting into RTA. So those of you that are on like day 18 of the guide or whatever, is it hunt buff? Not right now. It is currently AP buff. So here's like an idea of what your Senya is going to look like. If you end up getting Senya, which I highly suggest doing as your first story summon. You hit Masters a week ago, but it was just Rylet ringing me through. Oh, Rylet ringing, or like one of your games, yeah. I played for years and I still don't have those 3 teams done. Yeah, that's my guide series gets you to get it done quick. I mean, the 4 days is a little extremely quick. Here's what your Destina is going to end up looking like. Here's a Rowana build. Sharoon is somebody I highly suggest getting. Unbound Knight Airwell. I have her on protection set, and it's not upgraded. This is what your Savior Aiden can look like. Just free attack set with a ring that's pretty good, and then some boots that are okay. These boots aren't really very good at all. But thank you. Thank you, Garcia. Which ML should I get for beginner? Mediator Kyrick. Okay, so I have Solitaria on this account and Designer Lilibet. So I do have 2 extra Moonlight 5s. So that is one thing. Here's the BBK that I built. EB, what you up to? We're on my old 30-day challenge account where they bamboozled me into playing some RTA matches. Here's what your Spectre Chamber will look like. Free attack set again for PvP. Why ML Cowrick? Because he is the best choice out of that for new and old players. Champ Z worth building? No. He can be okay in, what's it called? This was a limited character that's not available anymore. So that is an extra option I have over what a lot of you guys are going to have. And then other than that, I think that's it for our RTA roster. Yeah, that's all I use is those. But I did get Mediator Cowrick from the thing. We do want to finish working on him eventually. He would be huge. So the thing is your Mediator Cowrick, not Sealiz. Sealiz takes too high of gear requirement for new players and older players. The RTA meta currently is just heavy debuff. So Mediator Cowrick is good into Conqueror Liz for all the people that pick her. Meteor Cowrick helps beat her, and you're going to be able to pick him more often than Sealiz, because a lot of other people will steal Sealily's first pick. You just respond with Meteor Cowrick, or you can just first pick Meteor Cowrick. So he's just really nice to have. But Mediator Cowrick, if you watch any of my RTA matches in that video where I pick Ocean Breeze Lulica, you will just pick Mediator Cowrick there instead. So in any of the matches you see Solitaria picked, you will pick Falconer Clury there most of the time instead as well. All right, let's go ahead and just see how our matches. Oh, we're in gold. Dang, we decayed so far. Guys, if you are trying to get matches RTA, do it at the end of the season, because this account decayed who knows how much, because you can't check if a match has passed 2 weeks. So if you it's been 2 weeks since you played, there won't be nothing in the battle log. So I decayed, I don't even want to know how much that was. That's a lot. Even in PvE, Meteor Cowrick's still amazing in PvE too. He gives you attack buff, he gives you CR pushing, gives you barrier. Like, I would, Meteor Cowrick's just better in everything. I will tell everyone to pick Meteor Cowrick forever. All right, so we might have to fight ML Landy. I still think Bellion's the best early ban. It decays every 3 days in Masters. I think it decays is it every 3 days? Either way, I lost a lot. Because I mean, you saw where I was at the end of that video. And I climbed up to like an 80% win rate too, whenever I played after. All right, he banned ML Landy for us. So whenever you have first pick, what I'm going to be trying to probably teach you guys to do is banning Bellion first pick, extending and learning to flex from here. So we'll see if we can get away with a couple games like this. If I have DJB, should I still pick Hand Guy? Hand Guy's better than DJB because DJB can get reset if you don't have enough effectors on him. And Hand Guy cuts on Warhorn. Hand Guy is just the best, guys. I'm telling you, just trust me, pick Hand Guy. You will not be sad you have him over Celius. Okay, so early RTA, you're going to see a lot of people stealing your picks. So Arowell is going to be one of our core picks. So from here, we have to decide what we want to do. So there's an APOC Ravi. So now that we lost our main knight pick, I'm going to go ahead and Sharoon immediately. Probably a little early for Sharoon, but we don't have a lot of options here anyway. And then the next pick, so we are currently weak to fire, so we can go ahead and early pick a water character. And then now we flex the rest of our draft out with supports. So who is Hand Guy? Hand Guy is Mediator Cowrick, which I cannot use in RT, so I can't show him, but he's Mediator Cowrick. This came back to stream. Which account is this? This is my 30-day challenge account. The account that I reached Masters RTA in 30 days. So here, this is where Falconer Clury is nice to have. Is this draft right here. This is why I'm having you guys build Flurry for both PvP and PvE. So if you do not have another character that is an opener, you can see he's drafted very slowly so far, except that's kind of fast. Okay, maybe not, but you can contest with Falconer Clury. This is looking a little sketchy though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Solitaria. And then Ocean Breeze Lulica is actually really good here. But then how am I gonna deal with the Landy? Fire Mercedes, I want to see if I can pick her. Also, Senya isn't bad. He has no cleanse. So I'm gonna pick Senya. So you could use Flurry right here. You go Flurry, Senya, but you're going to want to put your fastest gear on your account once you get into RTA on one character. So characters that work well on the fastest gear. Can I just ban this? Yeah. Okay. So it's looking a little rough for my nobody. Actually, I don't know what's looking rough. He's actually pretty fast. So this is what I'm saying. Like, even in low ranks, guys, you're still, like, I'm in gold right now. You're still fighting people who are fast and strong. Does this push back? It does, right? It does, but not enough. Okay, so we're just gonna stun APOC Ravi from here. Ooh, if it's resist APOC Ravi, we might be in trouble. She resisted the first thing. Nope, it's not. Okay, thank goodness. Piera with her 120 base speed makes it easier to gear for her. I know, but I mean, Solitaria's base speed's really bad. All right, he knows. This guy knows what to do. Okay, he's doing the right thing here. That's so much damage from Arrowell. What the hell? Okay, that's kind of bad. Okay, so I'm just gonna go on S3 here. We're unbuffable, but this way I can counter more. Okay, and if we want any chance to win this game, I need to stun A Ravi with this. If we don't stun A Ravi, we're screwed. Nice. So here's the thing. You guys are going to have to learn how to play RTA. Okay, he's getting everything, but come on, proc. Nice. Okay, so now she's out of stealth. This guy's got limited artifacts. This guy's got everything. I'm jealous. Okay, so we're going to rip S3. Does 2 escorts stack or not? The problem if you do 2 escorts is both your escort characters take the damage, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we have Sharoon. We don't want to kill anything here because APOC Ravi's going to have her S3. So I think the best thing we can do is hit the Piera here. Let's just hit the Piera. Oh, the APOC Ravi cut. Okay, he can S3 in his shoe. Maybe we should reset APOC Ravi. I did not think he would cut. He's gonna S3 the shoe if he's smart. He didn't do it. Okay, good. All right, so now shoe, we can go ahead and get rid of the Piera. Okay, and now we have Stene. We're going to go ahead and get rid of the Flan and the Arrowell through passive damage. Okay, maybe we won't get rid of the Arrowell through passive damage. Should be close. No, we did. Okay, good. So now... Oh, she's Holy Sack? This guy's got everything. Dude, being a new player is a little rough because you just don't have the options. Okay, so Solitaria, we can go ahead. We're just going to S1 into this. We go into Stealth, but he will be able to revive one character here. All right, please, good debuff on APOC Ravi. Sack down, that doesn't really help. He still kills Sharoon here. Should I pull for Sharoon now or wait for the anniversary to be over? Getting Polydus from Selector? Bro certainly watched World Cup. All right, who's he kills Sharoon, I believe. No, he doesn't miss. He has attack down. He won't miss. Okay, who does he revive? He revives Piera. Piera has S2. No, Piera's still on cooldown. Nice, we're chilling. He can stun here. He got it, okay. That's fine. Now we're going to go ahead and... Well, what we're going to do is S1 Fish. Just to try to stack up debuffs. Okay. And then Stene is 1 turn away. We'll kill the Piera again. Okay, now Arrowell is not on S3. Oh, she is on S3, so she'll stun my shoe again. Oh, nice counter. Proc. And we win from here. So it'll stun my shoe, but once Spec 10 gets a turn, I have Soul Burn. It's free. Okay, there we go. But see, we're fighting someone who has limited artifacts, limited characters, limited everything. They have better gear than us, but we're able to still win with just our things. And if Solitaria was... if Solitaria would have been Falcon or Clary there, then the APOC Ravi would have been locked into attacking me 2 turns, and I would have killed APOC Ravi turn 1 actually. So if Falcon or Clary would have been there to S3 into APOC Ravi instead of Solitaria, can you show Sharoon? Yeah. Then it would have been a defense broken APOC Ravi with no cleansing. So like Falcon or Clary would have worked just as good as Solitaria there. I just don't have Falcon or Clary ready on this account. She's level 30. Because there's no point for me to build her since I had Solitaria. Do I play Fairy Tail Tenebria? I do on my main account, yes. But you got to go to sleep. All right, Toby. Should I get Senya or Sharoon from Story Summon? I would get Senya first and then get Sharoon second. Sharoon is super nice. Is Clary also good in PvE? Yes, Clary is. If you watch my guide series, we are using Clary in a ton of PvE. So the guides, like I said, the guide series is very planned out. All of the characters that you're going to be using in the guide series, a lot of them are going to be your core PvP team. They're usable in both content. That's why I don't have you guys pick a Saria, because we're going to be using Falcon or Clary. I have Sharoon. There's her stats. She's on a +12 ring and not reforged. She's very easy to get working well, and she's on just free gear. Once you get guys, once you have the core team set up like this, then you will be upgrading your characters and just becoming stronger and stronger. So you can set goals for yourself. So once you first start playing RTA, your goal is going to be get to Masters RTA. It might take you a while, but you'll be able to get there from following the guides. And then once you've cleared that goal, then your next goal will be getting to Challenger. Once you get Challenger first time, it's going to be exciting. And then once you get Champ the first time, that's going to be exciting. The thing is, following the guide series, if you are beating Zeo by day like 20 to 25, you'll be able to get to Champion RTA if you play consistently, probably within 2 months of playing the game. If you keep playing and learning. The game is not as hard as all the people make it out to be. It's just, if you put the time in and are willing to learn, you can grind quick. Here's the shoe. These characters were all built in 30 days. I have not done anything since 30 days. How do I get more energy? I have no more leaves. Use Sky Stones for energy. I talk about that in the guide. You get 35,000 Sky Stones for energy. Okay? I pulled 2 Golden Roses on this account, though, by the way. I did get some luck on artifacts. But, show your Spectrocebria? Okay. But you get 35,000 free Sky Stones. I personally believe you should not be using any for summoning, unless there's a must-pull character. Otherwise, you should be using your Sky Stones to refresh stamina if you want to progress in the game. If you summon a bunch of characters, look at this account, guys. This is from playing for 30 days, refreshing all my stamina. Look at all my 5 stars I have. I have a Blood Moon Haste, Cecilia, Illinev. Going down. We did get a Saria. I have her on gear, but I beat everything without using her. We have Ervalen, Flitica, Tenebria, Says, Elena, Zahak, her, this. We have some ML4s. We have this. We have all these characters. And guess what? If you summoned, you're going to have even more than this just sitting doing nothing because you can't gear them all. So of your 35,000 Sky Stones, spending 20,000 of them for stamina is super worth it. What is refreshing stamina? Spending 60 or 30 Sky Stones for 60 stamina. So it's good to use Sky Stones for energy? Yes, as a new player. If you're playing properly. If you're using your Sky Stones for summons, then no, I wouldn't. If you've already used a bunch of Sky Stones for summons, then you've probably already to a point where you kind of need to start saving your Sky Stones. But if you want to get as much... Where'd you get that hand on shoe? Hand on shoe. Oh, from farming Banshee. My problem is gear is returning player. It's rough out here. Yep. Gear is the hardest part of the game. That's why spending 20,000 Sky Stones of your original 35,000 free ones, or let's just say 30,000 free ones, you'll have 10,000 left over. But 20,000 Sky Stones is equal to how much stamina? Let's pull up a calculator. So if you're going to spend 20,000 Sky Stones, it takes 30 Sky Stones for a refresh. That's 666 refreshes times 60. You're looking at 40,000 stamina. 40,000 stamina is insane, by the way. That's a lot of progress. This is Solitaria. So that's one thing I will argue with everyone about, is there is no reason. It's so much progress. There is no reason to be summoning these limited characters that's coming. Here's the thing. I summoned these limited characters. This one was amazing. Are you a Banshee gamer or Dragon gaming? Mostly Dragon. As you see, most of my stuff's on speed set. But I did do a little Banshee. But this was a test account too, but I summoned on the limited banners, and guys, I ran out of Sky Stones so fast. I spent a good amount of my Sky Stones on summoning on this account, and I was still able to accomplish this all. But the thing is, I didn't need any of the characters. Like, I summoned on Lethe banner 80 times, but I couldn't get pity, and that's where I designed the guide around this player or this account. I didn't get Lethe, so I wasted 80 summons. I got one of her artifact, but no copy of her. And I wasn't able to pity because this is a free-to-play account. So I did all those summons for basically no reason. I got nothing out of it. When doing 80 summons worth of currency, is a lot of currency. Like, this piece dropped from story, and I use it on her. Violet gear? It's just the Abyss gear. I never even picked Violet, I don't think. Violet is... she doesn't really have a lot of use anymore, but I don't even think I picked him whenever I was climbing to Masters. Arya's dope, but pretty gear intense. Yeah, that's the problem with Arya, is she's hard to gear. Is it good to use your energy for hunting even without the double event? So, yes. You should just be trying to make progress. Whether it's so like right now it's not spending it all on hunts, so I would say if you're going to spend 20,000 of your free sky stones, 10,000 of it should just be in unrecorded history. This is how you're getting your 6-star characters, your catalyst, your ev, like your stigma for everything. It should all be spent here. You should just be farming this nonstop, because you're going to use every single ounce of it. I probably spent 10,000 sky stones on this account refreshing this. After PvE teams, is okay to use Alencia on speed set? Yeah. Alencia on speed set works fine, but Alencia, this is the like best way to get like a solid in-game Alencia build, is just going to conquest points. You're gonna have to have the conquest points for it, but going to conquest points and coming down to the injury gear, this gear is really good on her. The sword's okay on her, the chest is okay on her, the helmets, you would buy the helmet, the sword, wait, no, sorry, you buy the helmet, boot, neck, and ring. These are all perfect for Alencia, as long as you don't roll high attack. But ring, necklace, helmet, boot, and this creates an injury Alencia. And if, say, the boot, or sorry, say one of the pieces like this rolls all attack, or this rolled all effect res, then you can come up and buy the sword and see if it rolls high HP, and if that doesn't work, you buy the chest, see if it rolls high HP. So you have multiple chances, but the problem is you see how many it takes. It's like 6,000 conquest point endeavor. But right now, for Europe server, it's AP buff. For global server, it is still rune buff. Is it hard to get to Masters in RTA, Barack Obama? No, it is not. If you play properly, then you can get to Masters RTA, even playing more casually than me, within 2 months. I'll just say playing hardcore, you can get there in a month easy. Playing casually and learning the game will take you 2 months. And the biggest thing is it's just all about the time you put in, guys. When you're doing Sultan Malsa's, I love him. He's one of my favorite characters in the game, for sure. The thing is, whenever you are done with a fight... Wait, when was the last time I played? 13 days ago, okay. Whenever you are done with a fight, if you drafted and you had no idea what you're doing, this is where the more time you put in, the better you'll be. If you take a screenshot of this draft phase right here and post it in Discord, any of our RTA people who play RTA consistently... if you play RTA consistently and take a picture of this, we can guide you through and tell you what you would pick in these spots, and you will learn over time. Just by taking a picture of this, going in, showing us in the Discord, we'll get you to where you can learn how to get to Masters very quickly. And the thing is, every time you ask a question, everyone else in there will see it. Not everyone, but some other people will see it and learn from it as well. So the more time you spend in there, this Discord will get champ easy. I think so too. I think we'll be able to get everybody to champion pretty quickly. Not pretty quickly, it'll take probably like 2 to 3 months, but that's pretty quick for everybody else being like, oh, you don't need to worry about PvP in Epic 7 for 3 months. No, PvP is the most fun thing in this game. You should be trying to get there ASAP. Does draft matter to get to Masters? Yes. I can probably have enough time to build units like Dark Croza, LRK, Emi, the Free, Celius, Karina, and Lethe. I mean, with those characters, you should be able to get there easy if you have the gear. The thing is, if you're asking that question, I have a feeling your gear sucks. So 88 event gear has better stats? Yeah, it does. Yeah. The thing is, you can outdraft good gear. That's the thing. This guy's banning 8 and he's probably going to try to cleave me. What should F. Clury look like? Like my Solitaria. Yeah, he is going to try to cleave me. So we are going to start going immediate anti-cleave. So we'll respond with Unbound Knight Arrowell. And then... I don't want to pick Senya yet, because I think we can pick her later. So what would our draft end up being here? Let's just do BBK. I want to see if this works. Jacko picker on the enemy side? Yeah. What was the specific reason you picked Solitaria in that last draft that I just did? Because you want one fast character in each draft. If you don't pick one fast character in each draft, you are going to struggle a little bit. So from here, we aren't going to pick Senya anymore. We're going to go Shu, Fire, Mercedes. And this is how you anti-cleave. And now we're going to go into the game. We're going to just sit here and pray that we win. And that is it. So is ML Rowana? I've never seen ML Rowana ever. I'm going to see this. Now we just do this and sit here and laugh and pray that we win. I haven't seen ML Rowana though. Like I said, I quit playing around when she came out. So I've never played against her. What do you mean by cleave? It's basically people who play fast. So if you see, all of his characters are super fast. She is second opener technically. Yeah. So here's Magics for Friends, first proc. Does she strip? All right, that slow is awful. And that restrict kind of sucks. All right, how much damage does this do? I'm really curious. I've never seen ML Rowana. Not too much, but we're not going to get a turn. The Zio's about to just go crazy on us, and that's going to boost ML Rowana again. Yeah, we are in trouble from here. I don't see us winning this because he has skill null now. So Senya would have actually been a really good last pick. I wish I would have countered there. She doesn't get her S3 every time, right? Counter. Come on, dude. Please start countering. Counter! Okay, we got really unlucky. We didn't counter like 10 times in a row. Wait, we don't have any souls? Why don't we have souls? I'm confused, actually. Why don't we have... Oh, there's our souls. We just didn't get to play the game at this point. So the problem is, what we need to kill is the Zio, but we're not going to be able to. Like, is there anything I can do? His Ahmed has cleanse. I don't think there's any way I can win this. So we break 2 skill nulls off that. I'm going to kill the ML Rowana and try to push back here. I know, hand guy right here, if he had a Meteor Kaurik, he would have been insane. So we get the pushback. Airwell still doesn't get a turn yet. But this Senya, picking Senya in this draft would have been insane. But yeah, there's just too much damage coming in. Because Zio, yeah, Zio kills right here. There's nothing I could do. That is GG's. Who had last pick? Did I have last pick? Okay. Can't really see them yet. So, see, I didn't get to take... How long did I get to play without taking a turn? That is why I don't like cleave. Is because that right there. But I picked Mercedes last. I had first pick. He had last pick. If I would have went Senya, he wouldn't have went Cerise. I don't know what he would have went. What would he have went here that would have been good in a Senya? I don't know. I think Senya just wins this. You pick Senya instead of... I think I third pick Shu and then pick Fire Mercedes Senya. Or even... I mean, Meteor to Kaurik obviously would just go in here. So I would third pick Meteor to Kaurik probably. Or I'd probably pick Shu and then Meteor to Kaurik. On the next rotation. May I see your Solitaria? Yes, you can. But your Solitaria, this is what your Falconer Clary is going to look like. So, oh, sorry. So those of you that are going to be trying to get into RTA, this is going to be what your Falconer Clary looks like, but you're going to have way more defense. But around the same speed, 250. Versus kind of draft Senya just solos. Yeah, Senya would just win that for free. Senya doesn't take turn though, no, but Senya does damage. Here's the thing. 1, Senya's grass, she's going to dodge half of that. 2, Senya does damage when people hit her, just for hitting her. She doesn't even have to do anything and they take damage. Also, she would have had barrier and immunity because of my artifact. But Senya just deals damage. So, she's just really good. Oh, I had Designer Lilibet. Okay, guys, It is getting really hard to have so many accounts because I had designer a little bit. I could have just picked this. I literally could have just picked this and probably won for free. I forgot that she was an option. But yes, designer a little bit is still very good. Yeah, Rowana can't crit either, so it's really nice. I was wondering why I didn't pick her. Didn't think you forgot her existence. It's hard. I'm playing so many accounts right now. I don't know what account has what. Okay, so it's a struggle out here. Yo, what's up, RJ? Welcome out. Why designer a little bit win that game? Because when your characters are debuffed, I play one account. That's normally what I do, but I'm playing multiple. This is my first ML Landy I fought in a long, or like, I think it's the second ML Landy I've ever fought. I don't think Spectenny is going to be super great here, but we're going to go and scoop her up so that he can't get her. I'm going to pick Arrowell. How to beat Lua in World 4. You need to kill her front mobs and then keep healing your team. So you either need to bring 2 Soul Weavers or 2 Knights. Or, so the team I beat it with was Tamarin. Oh gosh. Another Speedster. Okay, we're gonna probably have to ban Zahak. Do I want Destina here? I think I want Destina here. He doesn't have any souls yet. Let's try this. So I have no experience fighting ML Landy. So okay, this guy's just picking everything fast. How do I end the draft? Aiden, no, Aiden's not good into Lethe. We have 2 damage dealers. How is Sharoon here? Not great. I don't know. I think Aiden is probably the play, and then ban this and hope for the best. Not looking too good here. You want to get to Masters so you can ban ML Landy and the other character. Yeah, he bans Mitt. That's smart because now he can just run me over. Honestly, don't see how to win this. Only last pick. Yeah, he's just too fast. Like, it's just very hard for me to deal with. He has to S2 here. Unless he wants to risk Aiden hitting. He goes for it. Okay, well, Aiden can hit and cut here. That could be huge for us. He missed. Yeah, look at that gear. This guy's got way too good of gear for us. That's not good. So Lethe's up next. That Lethe's actually geared properly, which sucks. Doesn't Lethe strip too? I don't know. I don't see us winning this. This guy is too well geared. So Lethe's going to kill Spectenny. We did not want to revive there. I know we didn't want to revive there, but I don't think there's any hope of winning this anyway. Yep, he even knows the threat. He knows the threat he needs to deal with. Is there any way I can do anything here? ML Landy's just too strong. It's almost worth banning ML Landy over Bellion. I think it's worth banning ML Landy over Bellion. I'll be completely honest. I'm going to try to kill the Solitaria, but this probably wouldn't even kill if I hit. Yep. Now he's stunned Shu and we're dead. We hope for a 15%. That's all we got. I think we have to ban ML Landy as new players. You guys agree? Over Bellion? Why is Bellion so strong? What does she do? She just stops Spectre Tenebria. So the easiest way to learn how to play RTA in the past. The easiest way to learn how to play RTA in the past was, alright, does this kill Shu? Oh, please counter, please heal, please heal, please heal. Yes. Alright, tell me you survive. You healed 1700. Nope, and it stinks. Okay, this is bad. This is looking real bad. I don't see us winning. Lethe is low-key broken. She's really hard to deal with. All right, my Aiden's putting in work though. Okay, I shouldn't have said it. I'm so close. All right, I need a dual attack. I have to dual attack right here to have any chance to win. But if I soul burn, I don't think I can dual attack, right? Yeah. So I shouldn't have soul burned it. Honestly, Aiden keeps dodging. It might be winnable. It's very unlikely. All right, I need Aiden to push up here. He's proccing Aiden. The thing is, all of his characters proc Aiden without allowing her to counter. All right, I survive. Okay, so ML Landy is almost there. If I heal Destina, can I survive one more turn, or should I push up and kill? I think I heal her here. Hand guy would have been great here too. Hand guy's good everywhere. Wait, does he have S3? Did I just misplay? Oh, he has S3. I'm dead. Pretty sure he has S3. He's not gonna rip it though, because it'll proc Aiden. He is ripping it. Ooh, wait, this is looking good for us because we knocked the Solitaria out, and we can hit Solitaria now. ML Landy's one. Oh, he Albris finally. He has us 3. Dodge, Aiden, dodge, Aiden, dodge, Aiden, dodge, Aiden, dodge. Please, Aiden, dodge. No, he won. It lagged. It lagged. He hit me. Either hit me or just did enough damage to kill me anyway. I think he hit me. Yep, he hit me. Dang it. If I would have dodged there, we won. That's crazy. So that just came down to RNG at the end. Might kill through dodge. No, it hit me. If I would have dodged there, we still had a chance to win, and that draft looked doomed. I will not lie, that draft looked completely doomed. It never dodged the most important. Yeah, she dodged all games, so I cannot complain up to that point. But see, that's the thing. We're competing against people with, like, everything. Like, that's not bad. If you lose to RNG, that's just part of the game. You can't really be too sad about it. I am not sad. But yeah, our draft was not good against theirs. But the thing is, you need some fast characters. But the thing is, Mediator Cowrick, once you get him geared, he kind of takes that away because you'll be getting Warhorn. And once you have Warhorn, you don't have to worry as much. So by getting Warhorn on Mediator Cowrick, you're able to cut. Yeah, I'm surprised by how many people have Landy. Yeah, it's insane. Everybody got her. But either way, I mean, that's pretty good. 30-day account. I'm competing against quite a bit of stuff. And you guys should be in about the same boat, except you're going to be even stronger because you got a second ML5 for free. Yeah, Landy's a must-have ML5. I just don't know if it's better to ban her first or Bellion first. Because by banning Bellion, you can freely pick Spectre Tenebria and learn how to play more comfortably. But I think if I would have played that game different and just waited to heal or to revive on Destina, we would have been in a much better spot. Did I not skip this? Oops. Yeah, but that's the thing is all in-game players will complain about RNG, but as a new player, RNG is your friend. Like, this is going to be the way that you can actually fight against some of the top players and pull off wins that you should not be able to beat that top player. So it's a mechanic or thing within the game that helps new players, which I do like it for that. It is annoying, but... All right, well guys, how long have I been streaming? A good 2 hours, right? Yeah, we streamed 2 hours. So I did 2 hours on Twitch and 2 hours on YouTube today. So I have a ton of stuff I still need to do. I got some account work to do. I'm gonna be up for like at least another probably 4 to 6 hours working on things. So I'm gonna need to wrap it up here so I can go get to work on everything. For Item 13, as I set it up, do all my characters be level 60? No. I talk about that in guide. The only characters you need level 60 are your front tank and cigarette. The other two can be 5-star. Abyss videos tonight, that is part of the things I'm working on. I will try to get that. It won't be tonight that I release the video. It'll be tomorrow morning. The video will be up. But I plan on grinding this whole month. I want this to be my best month for content creation. So like the most Twitch primes I can get on Twitch. By the way, if any of you guys possibly have a Twitch Prime or are not already following my Twitch, you can Twitch Prime sub when I'm offline, or you can go follow when I'm offline. It would help me out a lot. Anyone has one available, if you're willing to go check, it could help me out. Thank you for hanging out in the stream today. I will, I've already told you all the videos I plan coming, lots of stuff. Good night. You didn't tell me to get Sharoon or after the anniversary. I think I did answer that, but I don't remember. Sure, it just depends on what else you have. I'm gonna kind of put a priority list. Yeah, if anyone's willing to go over and if you click on subscribe on my Twitch, it'll say subscribe free with Prime. You gave me your Prime, thank you. Wait, did you just do it? Any of you that are willing to do it, thank you. Oh, I think you already did in the past. But anyone who's willing to follow, or if you do have a Prime, it helps me a ton. So thank you. And I will, most of you already probably are, but thanks for the stream, no problem. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. And I will be back live on YouTube probably tomorrow night. And I'll be on Twitch like in the morning. Hey, we did just get a Prime. Thank you, Fear Me, for the Prime. And Lamps, thanks for following as well. I'll wait a couple seconds just in case some of you guys have Primes, but we'll stream like 30 more seconds. But you guys can dip out as you're ready to. But Fear Me, thank you. Seriously. Helps me out a ton. Leave the like before you go. Yeah, if you guys are willing to leave a like on the stream too before you go, because I'm going to have this VOD public so people can watch it later. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up now. It looks like everybody is good to go, but thank you again and have a good rest of your night.